Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to South Africa's boxing mecca, the Carousel Casino and Entertainment World, as Golden Gloves bring you Gloves of Glory, compliments of Jumbo Cash and Carry, and exclusive to Supersport, your channel of champions. 3 world title fights and an international bout on the card this evening. Our first world title fight is for the WBU mini flyweight title. I'd like to introduce you to our WBU officials for our first bout. It is scheduled for 12 rounds. Our fight supervisor and WBU chairman. Please welcome from the United Kingdom, Mr. J. Danny Gill. Our judges, also from the United Kingdom, Mr. Reg Thompson. And the remaining 2 judges from South Africa, Eddie Marshall and Harold Goldberg. And looking after the boxers inside the ring, South African referee Daryl Ribbink. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your officials. Let's get to the boxers. The challenger from the Philippines. Please welcome Dennis Sabsal. Schoolboy Nemani.
And he's one of these London boys now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first 3 bouts on tonight's card feature both South African and Philippine boxers. So to pay respects to both nations and to the 6 boxers, if you would please all rise for the singing of the respective Philippine and South African national anthems.
Alam ng puso sa dikit ko'y buhay, lupang hinirang tuyang ka ng pag-ibig, sa manlulupi di ka pasisig, sa nagkakatulog sa simoy at sa langit ang lakas, may ilakang tulang at awit sa paglayang minahan, ang islap ng wasawan mo'y tagumpay na nagbibinig. Ang bituin at parang niya kailan pa may di magdilig. Lupa ng araw na ay pagsinta, lalalaig sa tingko. Ang iligaya na may marami, at namatayang dahil sa'yo. Sing a
Ladies and gentlemen, you've met the officials, you've met the referee, let's meet the principals. The challenger out of the red corner on my left, weighed in at 47.5 kilograms. He has a fight record of 16-6 with 3 draws, 6 wins by way of knockouts. Please welcome to South Africa from the Philippines, the challenger, Dennis Sabsal. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 12 rounds for the WBU Mini Flyweight Championship of the World. And we meet the champion, making his first defense, also at 47.5 kilograms. He has a fight record of 24-8, with 3 draws and 8 wins by way of knockouts. His first title defense from South Africa, the champion, Lindi Schoolboy Nemani.
I've given you my instructions, okay? I want a good, clean fight. Best of luck to both of you. Shake hands, may the best man win. Good luck to you both.
Here we go into the first round of this mini flyweight championship, the WBU championship of the world between South Africa's Lindi Nemani, that's him in the white trunks, and the man from the Philippines, Dennis Sabsal, that's him in the blue trunks.
And Lindi Nemani, when he won that title last year, something of an upset winner, I suppose, against the Argentinian fighter Juan Herrera. The fight took place in Pottsville in the States, and he wasn't really expected to win that one, was he?
You're quite right, Nick. We saw him previously here at the carousel. He looked rather dull.
Where's the other second?
So, really, there's something, what's going on? The referee's got some problem here now. Time, he's calling time.
Keeper.
What is wrong? I think there's some problem here. We can't get the fight on. The referee's not happy. I really don't know what his problem is. Daryl Ribbing, the referee, he doesn't want to get the fight on. He's unhappy about something. And he's called for another second or something by the looks of things. The second's gone back to the dressing room. This is most unusual, Nick. It's a bad start to the tournament. You know, we're running in time here. They should have got these things correct before they started.
Just Daryl Ribbing, certainly one of the most experienced referees.
Second. Hold up, there's the buckets in the corner. His second's not here.
He wants a second. Do you have to have 2 seconds in the ring, Nick? I don't know. The rules say you have 2 seconds, but the 2 have to be there. So I'm quite surprised, but possibly the referee knows the rules. I hope so.
Okay.
Well, let's get it on. We're trying to get this fight going. It's a little bit of a late start here, but we're on to the first round of the WBU Mini Flyweight Championship. And that's the more compact fighter there, Lindi Nemani, broad shoulders, muscular fighter, against a man from the Philippines.
2 very similar builds here. We saw on the tail of the tape, height and reach, nothing really to choose between the 2 of them.
But both of them in and out records. When you look at their records, Dennis Sabsal's only 110, he's lost 6 and drawn 3. And unfortunately, he's coming to this fight, his last 7 fights, he's only won 1 fight. So he must be the complete underdog here, going against South Africa's Lindi Nemani.
Yeah, and also if you look at Nemani's experience too, and the quality of fighter he has fought. I mean, after all, he has a win over the IBF champion Zolani Patello. That was a couple of years back when Patello was still starting out his career. But it just gives you an idea of the quality of fighter that Nemani's made as well. So I would say Sabsal is a real underdog in this fight.
Yeah, 100 to 1 underdog, better put odds on it. Lindi Nemani, only 26 years old, born in Port Elizabeth. Speaking of Dennis Sabsal, through an interpreter during the week, and he told us he had over 300 amateur fights. But really, when you look at his professional record, the amateur fights he had couldn't have been all that good, the quality of opposition. But he looks in good condition, Nick.
And I'll tell you what, if you're in any doubt as to who Sabsal is, just wait until you get a shot of those trunks with Dennis emblazoned all over the front of them.
Not Dennis the Menace so far. He has done nothing Sunday in the first round. He's a very, very quiet first round.
Well, I think Lindi Nemani is certainly hoping he won't become Dennis the Menace during the course of this fight. But certainly if you look at things on paper, all the advantages to Lindi Nemani, really.
We're going to the last minute here of this first round of the scheduled 12-rounder.
It's been a very quiet start, really.
Very much so. And they're fighting at a limit, the lightest limit, the lightest fighters in the world. That's 47.63, so a very, very small man. Lindi Nemani is an experienced fighter. He's had 35 fights. He's won 24, lost 8 and drawn 3. He's only got 7 stoppages in his record, and Dennis Sabsal's got 6. So don't expect a knockout here tonight. It'll be a big surprise if we see a knockout.
Stop it.
But a low blow coming in the left hand there from Nemani. The referee didn't pick it up. He was unsighted. Well, we've got the last 20 seconds. It hasn't been a very exciting first round. A real feeler, I would say. But no real damaging blows coming through. It's going to be a very difficult one to score. I know the WBU don't like to score even rounds. They have been instructed not to score even rounds. And remember tonight, this is a 20-point must system. Nix, I hope you got your calculator here.
Tell you what, when Lindi Nemani won that tight ball last year, it was a very compact, very stylish performance from him. And just seeing signs of a little bit of ring rust perhaps in this opening round. Missed a couple of wild swings.
Once double jab,
let's go
right?
20-20 round.
Double jab must follow by a right hand. And another thing, when the both go up, want to get closer to the body. Don't wait. So the body punches. Well, was an uppercut, but at close range, do something. Okay? And now you've got to keep the pace close up. Okay? Well, don't stand up. You've got to push it back, okay? Once you're close, keep up.
Round 2.
So here we go with the second round. And I'd call that opening round even. Ron, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say 20 points each.
I know they're trying not to score an even round, but there is such a thing in boxing.
Oh, I believe there is. We'd like to keep our heads together tonight, Nick, you and I, because with the scoring system, we've got a 20-point must system here. So we can end up at 240 points maximum. Whereas the other fights, you've got 120. So we're going to have to be very careful when we score that. Another low blow coming. The referee hasn't picked it up. That one he should have seen. He was sighted. I'm quite surprised. But possibly on the, well, that band, you know, that waistband is not too high. So that really is below the belt.
The weather job again. And right hand.
Some good shots coming in from the champion. Good defensive work by Nemani. And that's Nemani there in the white trunks. And then a Sabsal from the Philippines, the challenger in the blue trunks with the yellow stripes.
Keep pushing him, Lindi. Push him, man.
Well, you can hear the voice of trainer Zian Cooney.
Keep pushing him.
Keep pushing him.
Go ahead.
A little left hand coming there from the champion. Now the champion picking up the pace a little bit in this round. But really no power in either. 6 stoppages. And
what a punch! What a punch!
So really, not power punches. Another low blow. It's the third one I've seen this fight, and the referee hasn't picked it up.
Signs that Nemani is starting to find the range a little bit here with that left jab.
Well, look, he's closing the range. He's getting in closer because he's taking that step inside. He's just moving into his man. And the better shots coming in from Nemani. We're going to the last minute jam of round 2 of the scheduled 12 rounder for the WBU Mini Flyweight Challenge of the World. That was a good one. What's the best punch that Sabsal thrown? It really had no sting in it.
Doesn't care about that at all, does it?
Another low blow. That's number 4. The referee hasn't picked it up yet.
The crowd's starting to warm to Nemani's performance here in the second. It's certainly picked up the action just that little bit, the South African champion.
Another right hand coming there from the Sabsal. And that's another low blow, number 5. The referee hasn't picked it up. 5 low blows so far in this. Really, I don't know for not very good refereeing so far by Darryl Ribbing, who's really considered a very, very good referee. But the champion, Lindi Nemani, that's the champion in the white trunks, putting the pressure on now, closing the gap, putting it inside. And a very, very good round here for the champion. Stop! And we must score that round 2019. And remember, this is the WBU scoring system, so scoring 20 points must. And I would say that's a 2019 round.
Another wild, okay? You got to work behind that jab again, okay? Don't forget it's a jab on the right hand. Okay? Once you get in with two jabs, follow with the right hand. Okay? Don't forget that. Once you have come your man with two jabs, because he's hold his head up, and then go the right hand hook.
Well, a lot of experience in that corner. Ziam Gurney and Harold Thorbeck helping out as well.
Well, there's some slow motion here from that second round, and you can see there the shots coming in there from the champion, putting the pressure on, just backing his man up. This is what he's been doing right throughout the second round. Another good run there from the champion. I would say he took that judges. That's it. Well, what is wrong there, Nick? I'm quite surprised he didn't take much punishment there.
Well, I think maybe there was a misunderstanding language-wise. I'm not sure that he's given up. He slapped on his stomach.
They had to get well, that's the first shot. And he's given up. That's round 3. This is a upset here. So I expected this fight to go 12 rounds.
Well, Daryl Ribbing's gone over to consult with WBU supervisor. Well, this is extraordinary. If he has quit, it really is a poor show.
Thanks very much.
I mean, he took a few shots in that second round. Nothing serious. It's over.
And that's it. The champion retained his title, the first defense of his title. Not a very good fight, not a very good advertisement for boxing. That's one of those things. The man says he's retired. Believing.
Hits on the side, he doesn't want to come out.
Isn't too strong a word for it.
Nothing. He's retired.
He says there's something wrong with his companion about his ribs. But he really doesn't look in pain. I don't see pain on his face, Nick. Do you see that? If you've got a hurt rib, you'd be cringing with pain. Let's have a look at him as he climbs out the ring here. No, I don't see much pain on his face. I think he's just quit. Looks like he's quit, Nick.
Well, there will be an inquiry into this one.
That wasn't a very good one. That was very, very dissatisfying. Now, you know, if the man gets a broken rib was hurting, you'd see him actually cringing with the pain. And I could see no pain on his face. That wasn't a good one.
Well, Lindi Nemani has got the job done. And a lot more easily than he would have expected, I'm sure.
Well, I don't think he's raised a sweat. There's a bit of sweat on his brow, but really... but he was putting the pressure on in that second round. He was crowding the man from the Philippines, that's Sabsal. Poor performance. But when you look at his record, he only won one of the last 7 fights. I suppose you had to expect that, Nick.
Well, it does make you wonder quite how he got into contention for a fight with Nemani for the WBU title. As you say, he's only won one of his last 7 fights. He's only fought twice this year, lost on both occasions. Doesn't have a great record to speak of, hasn't beaten anybody of note. Quite what he was doing in the ring with Lindi Nemani, who is a good fighter with good experience, I'm not quite sure.
Well, you know, Lindi Nemani got the job done, so we can't take it away from the little champion. He got in there, defended his title, his first defense, and he did what he had to do. A very good second round for him, putting the pressure on. You can hear the crowd, they're not very happy, Nick. It's a very dull, you can hear that sort of murmur. They're very unhappy because they came to see a fight, and this really wasn't a fight.
And I think a case made for withholding a purse, perhaps.
I really think I should investigate. The doctor should investigate. The doctor should check him. Possibly he has got a broken rib, but I've seen fighters with broken ribs, and really, I know what it's like. I can see the pain on their face.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, really, you know what
we
it's all
didn't
about.
pick up any punch which caused that sort of level of discomfort, because that's serious discomfort if you have a broken rib.
There weren't those whipping blows into the body. It looks like our ring announcers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the result of our first fight for the WBU mini flyweight title. Our winner as a result of his opponent retiring during the second round interval, and still the WBU mini flyweight champion of the world, Lindi Schoolboy Nemani.
Well, the schoolboy was the teacher tonight, that's for sure. Lindi Nemani retains that WBU mini flyweight title. His first defense, and a more easier defense in the history of boxing. It's hard to come up with.
Well, he doesn't look all that happy, does he, Nick? I mean, I think he came expected a fight, but look, even I think he's quite surprised that the challenger gave up so easily.
Well, certainly ringside, we were all very surprised. And Nemani was warming to his task, there's no doubt about that. He won the second round, but we certainly didn't see any body-crunching shots from Nemani that would have caused a broken rib or something like that. It was very difficult to know why the man retired.
It was very disappointing. Really, we don't like to see this in boxing, and you know, this is not a good one. Well, one thing, Nick, we didn't have to add up 20 points around.
Thank goodness for that.
I mean, we've got our calculators out, we've got confused.